Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Badgers will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Trojans' offense will be first on the attack. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going. Secondary's nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean,
there he goes. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On target. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Uncorks one. By himself, he makes the grab. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Wisconsin's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Smith dropping to pass. Hauls it in. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing.
Oh, he's got some space. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference, but now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Hilton. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Smith wants to throw. It's caught. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful pass.
Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle. It's Wormley. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Gets it out quickly. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wormley. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up 14 over Kansas.
Touchdown, Badger! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. He gets it. Down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Quick strike complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Powers forward. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Touchdown, Southern Cal! a short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the big fella. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Smith wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. The Badgers are rolling down the field. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. He's got him this time.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense. You've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
The RPO, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the wideout. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
He'll start this drive firing, using the quick game. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The give to the tailback. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes a connection. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Badgers are on the move. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Smith wants to throw. That's caught. It's Jones. They get it down to the 35 before he stops. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Hands it off. Past the first down marker and still running. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it up. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Smith dropping to pass. Skips away from pressure. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Might be calling a hot route. Out of the shotgun on third down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And we've got a deadlock here in the third quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Picked off. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Finds his man. It's Hilton. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on second down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Smith wants to throw. Unloads it left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Gonna sling it on second down. Tagged out of the air.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The give to the back. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
Music now! Music now! Flag!
Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Here we go, here we go!
trying play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Finds his big tight end. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Touchdown, Badger! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Tulane is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in New Orleans for some time. They're up by 36 over North Texas. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The inside handoff. Look out, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Gets it to him on the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Rush is on him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Makes the grab down the middle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Badgers with the 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on! That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
6 remain.
The lone back's got it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Punch it out of the air. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Badgers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground with the back. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.